My name is Ron Krajian. I'm 81 and years young, and I don't know about making 100, men don't, but you know, and it's not the amount of years you live, it's the quality. I went to a small school called Pepperdine, which now is pretty well known outside of California, but so I was going to school full time. I was taking either morning classes or night classes, so during the day I could sell real estate. I would knock on 100 doors a week in a neighborhood that was 10-year-old tract houses in Los Angeles. It was called the Baldwin Hills. And a guy named Paul Truesdale, who built Truesdale Estates next to Beverly Hills, built it after World War II. So when I got there, the houses were about 12 years old. There were 360 of them. And there was a guy named Tabor who was ingrained in there. He's a man in his 50s, and he got lazy. Well, I went out and knocked on doors. I would knock on 100 doors a week. That was what I tried to do. 50 of the people would be home, 50 weren't. And then I got into giving them scratch pads with my name. They all had young kids because they were young couples. I would give them pencils for their kids, brightly colored, from Brown and Bigelow, with my name. And I invented a motto myself. The motto was honesty plus hard work equals success. Honesty plus sign equals sign success. And that was my motto, my scratch pad. Then at Christmas, about a month early, I would send out calendars with the recipes and a different picture of every month of the year. They were wonderful, with my name all over the place, of course. So I sold myself. After a year there, I was getting 80% of all the listings in the area because it was above my competition. The Tabor, he got lazy and wouldn't knock on doors. So that was a lot of my success. And with a little humor, you know, for success, buy low, sell high. After 1 year of trying, I started really making big money. So I was making on today's money $100,000 a year, carrying 16 units. So I did that for 4 years. So when I got out of college, I had a ton of money. So I started building apartment houses, and I would hire a contractor, but I didn't have the patience for it. From time that you found a lot and went through design and zoning, it took about 1.5 years. Today, with all the zoning laws and environmental impact, it takes about 3 years. And then said, you know what, I'm going to go back to something I did in college, and that was I did rehab of houses on the side. I'd find a rundown house and I'd have people rehab it and put it on the market, so I did that too. So I started buying it, rundown apartment houses, mostly 25, 30 units in the beach areas of Southern California called Redondo Beach and Torrance and places like that. What is important in life? When I was in real estate, I didn't know if I could sell real estate. And the California Real Estate Association, CREA, one time took a poll finding out why buyers and sellers bought through certain people. Why would they buy through one? Was it experience? Was it amount of time they were in real estate? Was it their age? What was it? No. One word came out more than any other word in American language: sincerity. What is sincerity? It means you're trustworthy. You have their best interest at heart. When you partake in any city, town, whatever, community, you got to think to yourself, Do you want to just be common? Do you want to just be like everybody else? Or if you've got enthusiasm, which is one of the great ingredients you want to work on. Enthusiasm, you want to be out there with people. Hopefully you like people. In life, it's a crapshoot. You can't pick your parents. I make a joke. If you want to really be happy, wealthy, and smart, personable, pick your parents wisely. But unfortunately, we can't. But if somebody gives you a lemon, you make lemonade, as the old saying goes. Be active in the area. You get a reputation. Isn't that another great ingredient that you should have? Reputation. I'll give you something to think about. One of the most important things in how to win friends and influence people is to remember people's names. Why is that important? We love our name. We love our Kathy, Eliza. We love it when people remember our name. And we say, oh my God, but people say, I don't have a good memory for names. I said, that's a cop-out. You know why it's a cop-out? Because if you're a woman, you know every designer. You know the lyrics to music. Men never do. It's what you're interested in. Men know the first car they bought, what the model was, what they paid for it, and what they sold it. It's whatever you're interested in. So if you're truly interested, you want to be a success in life, remember their name. I'll give you a hint. You know what a great way to remember? Don't just hear a name like Eliza. Don't just hear it. Visualize it. Visualize. They said, oh yeah, I never do that. It will really help you. And if they say, what's your last name? Kane. Well, how do you remember Kane? Is it C or K? Visualize the K. Kane. It's simple if you take the time to do it. Whenever you meet people, smile. Why? If we are animals, we're the only animal that can smile. Well, they say, well, monkeys smile. Well, it's really not a true smile. It's a kind of something they do, but it's not like we are. If you're going in for an interview, give them a good handshake, but smile. And it really will go a long way. It makes you feel better. Besides, I'm fortunate to have a lot of friends, good friends, and there's a saying, a friend is somebody who knows everything about you and still likes you anyway. So pick your friends, that you can do. Get rid of the negative ones, which you shouldn't have in the first place. And be charitable in life. I give away a lot of money. I've helped a lot of people. I'm going to continue so. And again, it's very rewarding.